Welcome to Unit 1. This unit explores various aspects of the human condition. How we grow, learn about and adjust to the different stages of our lives. How we communicate through sharing our languages, cultures and common experiences. Listen to people talking about their childhood and relating to other people.
The best things I remember about being a child is just having a carefree life. I guess I probably didn't appreciate that at the time, but just being able to do things without consequence, I guess, but yeah.
The best thing about being a child was having the freedom to do whatever we'd like and having just the freedom to learn and explore. So.
I think the best thing about being a child is not being corrupted by the world, and you're able to imagine and think about whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
The best thing about being a child is just the spontaneity with which you engage with your surroundings, the way the smallest of things can be so exciting and mean the world to you. And I don't know, it's just there are not many filters between you and the world, and I quite like that.
I think the best thing was learning to drive and just having your license and being able to go out with your friends and, be out more independent by yourself.
Baking with my grandma during the school holidays. We would often stay with my grandparents, and so we used to kind of bake cakes together, and that was quite nice.
And walking along the beach, we snuck out, me and my sisters, to walk along the beach at like 4 a.m. because our parents were having a bit of an argument. So we just went out and walked along the coast, and we had this like amazing time together. So it's kind of like, sort of things happening quite spontaneously, really. I think it's what childhood's about for me.
Discovering yourself and finding my own identity and my sense of self and really figuring out what I wanted to do. I learned early on that I wanted to be a teacher, and taking part in internships and getting involved in my community really inspired me to continue to be a teacher.
We're actually cousins, so we had like a very funny childhood. We would play all the time.
We would make dances.
Yeah, play as teachers.
Polly Pockets.
Princesses. Yeah, we loved our childhood. Yeah. Spend a lot of time with our childhood.
Playing and making things up.
Yeah.
In my workplace, communication is pretty good. We are in an open environment, so it's easy to either get up and walk to someone's desk, talk to them, or send them an email, quick chat. It's pretty easy, everyone's friendly, and they all really encourage people to communicate with one another.
Well, I'm an historian and I work on silence. So most of my work is about not talking, but about being silent. But I think at the Faculty of History, we're amazing. I mean, everybody is really funny and really close to each other and very communicative. But that's the work I think that we do, because we are collecting stories. So of course, if you are collecting stories, you also like to tell stories. So yeah, I think we are communicating really well.
In my working environment, we have people from different countries. We have people from China, we have people from Vietnam, we have people from Korea, and we have people from European and American. So it's like a pretty much like a multi-national team. So people do need to communicate a lot.
At home, it should be easier to communicate because you know everybody well. But then again, maybe that's the problem too. You know them too well. So you know what to say to wind them up, and they know what to say to wind you up.
Part of my job actually involves delivering feedback to people. So I'd like to think that I'm pretty good at it, but communication tends to be one-sided.
For me, communication is about adapting to different levels, to different audiences. And also I have to completely have a different way of communicating with my colleagues. And to learn different registers, administrative registers, academic registers, or just kind of when I have to give my students a bit of a pep talk, I have to speak in a different register there. So I have to combine all of these things.
I think in general people communicate quite well with each other, but I think people use email too much when they can just pick up the phone or talk to each other.
As you know, internet and no social media takes a lot of direct communication. So when you now go to our home, especially men, always they stick to their phones, chatting or etc. So they are less communicating before the internet and before social media coming for us. Though in Iraq, the relationship, the communication is better than I think what I have seen here. Yeah.